G'day, we are back at our Castlemaine project. So since last I touched base, that's a fair bit has progressed along. I'll just flip the camera around and show you guys. So yeah, it's all progressed along nicely. Our majority of our wall frames up. We have bits and pieces to go along and tidy up, but sort of been on and off last few weeks, rain and probably losing a day every week here and that. But yeah, come through, I'll show you what we're up to on that. Like, as you can see, majority of wall frames are up. A few things we're doing differently on this project, as you can see, oops, sorry, bracer, who put that there, is on top of our wall plate, we have a piece of 17mm ply, which our trusses will sit on top of. And I'll explain to you in a second what the point of that is. But yeah, like all our posies are up now and that. So it's really starting to take shape. You can see there's a staircase void there going in here. And this is the sort of thing that's really good with this preliminary consultation service and working with a design company like Outline Studio. As you can see here, there's a beam running through there. So the whole purpose of that is this is a couple's forever home, but they're sort of future-proofing it, and that there is for a future potential lift in that. Just obviously, if you do that later on structurally, it's going to completely be a hard task, but now I've got that hanging beam running through there, so easily just pull them out and they can have a lift from top floor to bottom floor. So one thing I just want to point out is that as I showed you earlier with the bottom plate down there with the airtight plate, how I planed it out so it's straight. So yeah, we straightened the bottom plate right down the bottom, and we straightened that plate there, and then all our subfloor, we've given them a bit of a straighten too, and then we build our wall frames again, and then we straighten our top plate again. So it's just, from my experience, if you don't straighten every step, that you can sort of get a fair degree of variance. So it's just a matter of eliminating that by each step, just taking your time and straight and doing it right. So the purpose of that top piece of ply is, I'll start from the bottom. So we have our airtight plate there, then our building wrap will get connected through the airtight plate. That's going to be a continuous building wrap all the way up to the top, taping all the joins, and then we put on this piece of Benjamin Obdyke flat wrap already, and that's been taped to the piece of ply. And you can see we're sealed all the joins with polyurethane. So we have a join that's all been sealed. Then we have our tape, which is again Benjamin Obdyke tape, and that's all applied with a hand applicator. It's a pressure sensitive tape, so you need to work it in so it bonds tightly. And then we'll put a piece of building wrap under there, a WRB, tape that again to a continuous airtight layer. So a couple of things we're trying to do here is, we've got staples in behind this wrap just to tack the wrap on, and also we've got these temporary fixings just in here just to stop that really flapping around and then ripping the paper, and obviously that will create an air leak. So wherever we putting staples in, we are making sure we tape them, and so we're just being selective where we put our staples. So we'll put staples in behind there, so it's all sealed up. We're putting our screws in here, which will have tape going over it. So it's just about thinking through the whole process and trying to build better, not faster. So you're now on the other side, so I'm in the internal side of the ply, and you can see that hangs over about 60mm. So airtight from the air seal plate down the bottom, building wrap connected to our ply at the top, and then on this project we're going to put a bead of polyurethane right along there. Our plaster is going to sit hard to that, and we haven't built any internal walls, so it's going to get trussed. Our ceiling is going to go on, plaster ceiling, it's all sealed up here. Normally when we have an internal wall, don't know if you can see it about there going through. Normally at the top plate it gets just a gang nail coming through here and you normally just hit that down, but because we want that plaster to be continuous, we haven't been able to do a gang nail. So what we're doing is we've got a noggin in between our studs where the wall's located. We've got screws in for that stud down there, screws in the nog, and also screws in the end there as well. So, and then on this last stud on this wall frame, screw down through the top plate in the stud, and then yeah, screw into the stud into that noggin and that. So, man, I don't think that's going to go anywhere at all. Yeah, I suppose it's just what we're trying to do here is just build smarter. Who says you have to build all of your internal walls first? Also, while you're framing, by just doing it all separately, we're hoping to create a really nice airtight home. So yeah, stay tuned. Hey guys, I just got home and I was just reflecting on my video from earlier today. Anyway, I just want to point out that I have not thought of all these ideas by myself. The client for this project has gone through my preliminary consultation service. Outlier Studios are the design company with that. So Anthony and I at Outlier, the owner and head designer there, have had numerous meetings and conversations, text messages, emails, phone calls about how we're going to detail all this to get it best performing. But even beyond that, we have drawn so much inspiration from an American builder, Jake Burton at Arrow Building, and also Steve Basic from Steve Basic Architecture in America. They're all involved with the Matt Risinger's build show. So I'll drop the links in there, but go check them out. What we're trying to do with this hybrid project is just to do what they're doing in America, but then implement it here in Australia with what products are available here in Australia. And yeah, we're just trying to build better homes. Yeah, stay tuned. Good things to come.